Yes, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning if you're joining us from the West Coast. My name is Bruce Kenison with Garden Light LED, and just wanted to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy day today and going through our webinar on our micro series fixtures. There's some unique fixtures I think everybody's going to love. They solve a lot of issues and problems and design challenges you have out in the field. And I think you're really going to like these fixtures once you see them on the webinar. And if you're interested in taking a look at one of these fixtures, let us know. We can get some out to you. But I know once you get these in your hands, you see them out in the field, you're absolutely going to love them. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of my video just because I don't know if it's in the middle of the screen. So without further ado, let's start the presentation. And hold on, I'm having a hard time moving my screen. Okay, great. What you need to know about the micro series. Okay, first and foremost, just like all of our products, it's built in the US. This fixture was built by our engineering team quite a bit ago. It has worked out really well. We continue to add with different options on this series. But first and foremost, it's engineered here. It's CNC machined. It's potted, assembled, and shipped from our facility in Tampa. So we have quality control over the fixture, and again, very proudly built in a USA product. With Garden Light LED, depending on the lumen level everybody's looking for, we either have single LED light engines or triple LED light engines. Since this is a smaller fixture and not a high lumen level, this is a single LED light engine. One of the greatest things about this fixture is it actually has 5 different beam patterns, which we'll go through as we go through the presentation. And then also what I love most about it is the small size. It's 1.3 by 1.5 by 0.5 inches. Okay, very small, very easy to hide in the landscape and the hardscape, outdoor living spaces. And it's 1 watt and 115 lumens. And the only thing I can tell you is every time I show this fixture, people are like, 1 watt, 150 lumens. How bright is this fixture? But every time I show, a contractor or designer this fixture, we light it up, they're absolutely blown away about how much light you get out of this small little fixture. Another feature to it, it's IP68 and 69K rated. IP68, it is rated to go into 10 feet of water, okay? So that's a high IP68 rating. And it's also IP69K rated, which means it's high pressure hose down. So basically you could use a high pressure hose 1450 PSI from 5 inches away, and you can hose these fixtures down. So if you have a stone wall, you have an outdoor patio, outdoor living area, if the homeowner wanted to power wash the structure, the wall, the outdoor living space, they can hit it with 1450 PSI with absolutely no problems, okay? All of our fixtures come with a 22 gauge tin coated non-corrosive wire, which is important for all environments, but especially in coastal environments. Okay, and a reason why we keep the gauge of the wire so low with 2 reasons. One is we're only producing 1 watt, so you don't have to have a high gauge wire. And also, most of the times you're fitting these in tight spaces, you want to hide the fixture and the wire the best you can. So that's why we have 22 gauge wire. Okay, again, the housing comes in 2 options. It's CNC machined out of raw brass, okay, or at a 6061 aircraft grade aluminum. Okay, aircraft grade aluminum, this is the exact same material they make airplanes out of. Okay, so it's lightweight, but it's very strong and very durable. Then at 6061 aircraft grade aluminum, we actually e-coated black. Okay, so e-coating is a little bit different from powder coating. E-coating, you take the fixture, put it in a tub of paint, you have a negative positive charge, the paint adheres to it, it's going to hold up better out in the environment, and it's also going to look nicer. Okay, as with all of our fixtures, we have a 20-year warranty. And with all of our fixtures also, including the micro series, we have a variety of color outputs, whether it's color temperatures, Kelvin temperatures, or static colors. Now this is the MicroMax. Great little fixture, as you can see right here, how small this fixture is, okay? This has a wide 130-degree optic. And you'll notice here you have 2 rabbit ears. So if you wanted to put this on wood or put it into concrete and you wanted to use screws, you can do that. But to be honest with you, these fixtures are so small, lightweight. most of the people, most of our dealers, they'll actually use a strong adhesive and just glue this to the surface wherever they want to put this, okay? Now this fixture, like all the Micro Series, it's actually fully potted, okay? It's thermally conductive, okay? So this is gonna manage the heat really well, even though we're not worried about the heat so much because it's only 1 watt, okay? So this fixture right here, again, 1 watt, 115 lumens, a wide beam spread, 130 degrees. This will work really, really well for railings, water features, ceiling beam downlighting, walkways, decks, gazebos, statues, planters, lanais, fences, and benches. Really very versatile fixture for a lot of different applications. So here, you see you have this beautiful stone wall here. They didn't want to have big fixtures, you know, on a flush mount sticking up. So they actually just adhese these fixtures to the stone and just have them shining up into different parts of the stone on this structure. Okay, so you see where these fixtures are placed. Okay, very easy to install. Okay, they hide really well and they give you a really, really nice illumination of the stone structure. Okay, this is the Tiger Eye. Okay, now I'm just going to go back real quick. You see this is just a round optic, 130 degrees. Now you go to the Tiger Eye, you'll see this optic is different. So now you're not going to get a 130 degree beam spread. You're actually going to get more like a, almost like a butterfly beam spread, as you can tell by this file right here. Okay, so if you want to put this works really, really well on railings for decks. So if this was underneath the deck, okay, rail, and you always want to go up as high as you can, because the higher up you are, the more light coverage you're going to get. This would fit perfectly right under a rail. All right, it's hidden well. You're not going to have any kind of glare spots, and you can see the light pattern you're going to get is coming straight down the post of the rail, I mean of the fence, and then also coming out into the deck area. Okay, so the Tiger Eye is something that you might want to consider using on a decking underneath the rail on a deck. The Owl, this is, to be quite honest with you, this is our most popular of our Micro Series. Okay, and the reason being is this has a different optic. This actually has an oblong optic. You can see right here that you have this oblong optic. So instead of a light just shining down with, you know, a glare spot coming down a wall, it actually spreads light in both directions. Okay, you can see here with this bench right here, this Owl is underneath this bench, okay, and it's shining out in both directions, and you can see the beam pattern you're getting right here, which is a beautiful array of light, okay? Now, when you're using this, the general rule of thumb is it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you're a foot up off the ground, you're going to go twice as far in both directions. So if you're up a foot, you're going to go about 2 feet in each direction, okay? Now, this bench right here, you're more about 2 feet. So what's going to happen is you're going to double that and you're going to go 4 feet in each direction. Okay, so what's nice about this fixture, it's going to give you a lot of light. You're going to use less fixtures, okay? But it's also not going to give you that really hot spot. It's going to give you a beautiful linear optic for a really nice lighting effect. Okay, and again, you can see here it works really, really nice for a bench. And again, I'm having a problem. Okay. And here's some application photos. Again, the versatility. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You know, one is 1 watt, 150 lumens, how small the fixture is, but also the different applications you can use these fixtures for. So right here, you can see this owl that's underneath this bar. Okay. And instead of just shining straight down like this with a hot spot, it's actually shining straight down and also going in both directions. Okay. So right here, you have one fixture. You're up about 4 feet. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to get light going in 8 feet in both directions. Okay, now you can see this is also a blue. As I was saying before, you can get different Kelvin temperatures, but also different static colors. So if somebody wanted to make their outdoor living space, you know, a different color, you know, if it was red, amber, green, blue, we have that option again with this Micro Series. But you can see this beautiful blue light going underneath this bar and going onto the bottom of the stools and onto the stools in both directions. Okay, just a great fixture for underneath bars or underneath countertops. It's also really nice to use on garage doors. Now you can, you know, use our mini well lights and uplight the pillars here, which is very nice. And actually, I would have done a combination of both. But also, you can use our Micro Series up top. And again, because it's the oblong linear optic, you're getting light going in both directions, shining down onto this garage door. Okay, so it's going to give you a really beautiful look. Again, that's awesome, but if it was me, I would have done both. Have the owl shining down onto the garage door, then a mini well light going up pillars. Okay. Now here you'll see, here's a mini well light going up a stone pillar. Okay, it looks really nice. And the nice contrast, you come over here, and now what we have is we have the owl, which is shining light down in both directions. Okay, so instead of just that harsh light coming down here, you can see at the base and coming down the stone wall underneath the countertop, you have a linear oblong optic, which makes this stone wall look absolutely beautiful. Okay, and same thing, 2-to-1 ratio. This is about 4 feet high. So you're 4 feet high, you're going to get 8 feet in both directions. Okay, so what you get with this owl is two things. You're going to get a much better look. You're going to get that linear optic, which is going to make it look beautiful, but also you're going to use less fixtures. Okay, so a really great, very versatile fixture is the Micro Series owl. Here's some more photos. You can see here different color temperatures. Okay, but here, you know, this is about a 2.5-foot wall, but this isn't the owl. This is actually another Micro Series, what we call the rock. But now you see this is more of a centralized beam spread. Okay, so if I was doing this, instead of using this, I would use the owl. Because again, the owl is going to give you that linear optic light pattern, and it's going to look nicer if you use that instead of these two hot spots. Okay, so that's one thing I just wanted to show everybody. Again, I would have used the owl here instead of the rock. But also we put this here just because we wanted to show you, you see how low this decking is. But we have the owl underneath here. And again, because it's linear, it's going in both directions, we're getting this whole step coming onto this deck illuminated, which makes this look really, really nice. But it's also going to make this outdoor living space a lot safer, that nobody's going to trip over this decking, this rise in the deck coming up to the deck. Okay. Now over here, again, this comes down to subjectivity, and that's one of the beautiful things about light. Everybody likes to do things differently. Here we have two owls going in both directions. Now, being that we're up about 4 feet, I would have just used one here and had them both coming like this. But again, it's subjective. Okay, some people might want to use two. Some people might only want to use one. Okay, but again, you can see this linear oblong optic for the stone wall underneath the cap for this planter. Very nice light. Now this is the Ram. This has got a different beam spread here. It's almost like a butterfly, as you can see. It's a little bit wider. This right here, this is not the fixture here, but I just wanted to put this up here just to show everybody this is where you'd want to put this fixture. Okay, and by putting this up in the corner here, what's going to happen with this optic right here is you're going to get light coming in this angle and hitting this beam, and then also going this way. But also, not only is it going in different directions, but it's actually going up and it's coming down. So if you had this fixture right here, you would get these beams right here. You'd also get light coming down into this sitting area, and then also going through the top of the ceiling of the structure. Okay, so this is the Ram, a little bit different. It's not as used as much as some of the other Micro Series, but it still serves its purpose. Again, we get requests from different customers. Hey, can you come up with an optic that can accomplish this? And that's one of the reasons why we came up with this Ram option, this Ram optic. Okay, and again, going back to it, all of them are 1 watt, 115 lumens. Now this is a rock. This is a great little fixture. Now this is going to give you a little bit of a tighter beam spread. Okay, so it's not like the Micro Series that's 130 degrees, a wide beam spread. It's a little bit more centralized. And this light pattern is actually going to come out forward, and then it's going to shine up. Okay, so you see right here, this statuary, this Micro Series is right here. Okay, so the light is shining out, but then up. Okay, so it's really illuminating and catching this whole statuary in a very nice way. Okay, now, if you wanted to get a little bit less bright here and a little bit brighter on top of the statue, all you'd have to do is move this fixture back. Okay, now you can see this is in a bed area. So a lot of times you can take these fixtures, and most times they're going into hardscape, stone walls, and you're going to use an adhesive. Okay, but we do have a lot of really good customers, great designers that will actually use this fixture, put it on a stake, okay, and then put it in the ground and take it away from the object they're lighting, and then shine it up onto that statue. So you could take this rock right here, put it on a stake, you know, use a glue, put it onto it, put the stake back here, and just have this shining right up onto this statuary. Plant material, small plants, you don't need a high lumen level. 115 lumens is going to be perfect. This would work really well for, say, small, plants, Japanese maples, something that sits down low where you don't need a high lumen level. Okay, you put this on a stake, just have it shine right up onto that plant material. Okay, but again, most of the times you use these fixtures are going to go on hardscape, stone or pavers. Now, also you can see here, this works really, really well. Again, how small this fixture is. Okay, you can hide it really nicely. Okay, then here you are on the second floor. Okay, and what you're able to do is take the windows here, put this rock right here, shine it up, and again, because the light comes straight out and then it goes up, look at how nice those dormers look. Absolutely beautiful. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people will leave this out just because their hands are tied. They don't have a fixture that accomplishes. Okay, and look at how beautiful this stone is. There's no way that whoever did this project, and I'm glad they did it, but these should not be illuminated. Okay, and most of the times that doesn't happen, it's because they don't have a fixture they could use in this application. Okay, but here you're going to have the rock that you can do this with. Now let's just say this was a wider dormer. Okay, and we didn't need this tighter beam spread. Maybe we would want to consider the owl. Okay, because the owl has the linear that we'd be able to catch that whole dormer. Let's just say if it was the width of both of these combined and the gap in the middle, instead of using two rocks right here, we'd have one owl shining up onto these larger dormer. Okay, so a great little fixture. Again, 1 watt, 115 lumens. Okay, and then also just going back to reiterate that the fixtures come in either solid brass, okay, or they come in stainless aluminum, E-coated black. Okay, so that is the end of the Micro Series presentation. We have, our inside sales staff. We have a lot of experience working with these fixtures, a lot of different applications. I know we went through some here, not all of them, obviously, but if you ever have an application, especially outdoor living spaces, where you're kind of scratching your head, you're not sure, what fixture to use, give your salesperson a call, take a photo, show it to us, and we can tell you, okay, this is the Micro Series, and you're going to want to use the RAM, or this is the Micro Series, and you're going to want to use the Owl. Okay. So anybody has any questions about applications, which fixtures to use, please contact Garden Light, and we're more than happy to give you our recommendations through our experience of what fixture will look best. So with that said, let me open up for some questions. Can these be retrofitted to magnetic low voltage? I just went back. So for a magnetic transformer, yes, you could use these fixtures for a magnetic transformer. Absolutely, just 12 to 15 volts. Next one is, can they handle a knock? Yeah, I mean, again, it's stainless aluminum. It's aircraft grade. It's very strong. It's brass. It's fully potted. These are real bears. We've been selling these for a long time. So no matter what the environment, whether it's a coastal environment, heavy snowpack, underwater, areas in which there's high traffic, yes, these fixtures will hold up beautifully. And can they be hold on, I don't know why this is. Can they install in a kick of the step? Absolutely. The only thing with the step is you got to make sure that the step is actually wide enough, which is going to be about an inch, that this can fit underneath the step. But yes, they can be installed right underneath for a step. And again, when you're doing step lighting, keep in mind the 2-to-1 ratio, and you always want to use for step lighting, you really want to use the owl. So if it's a foot up, you're going to go 2 feet in each direction. If it's 2 feet up, you're going to go 4 feet, 3 feet, 6 feet in each direction. 4 feet, you're going to go 8 feet in each direction. But yes, we have a lot of dealers that use these quite often in step lighting. Look very, very nice. Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay, I missed the beginning. Are they dimmable? The LEDs are actually dimmable, but the drivers are not. But we are able to deliver these fixtures without the driver, and that you could work with our engineering team. And depending on what, I mean, we'll work with every system, but you let us sales staff and our engineering team know what equipment you're using, and we can recommend, what transformer or what drivers to use to make these fixtures dimmable. So yes, they are dimmable. Not standard, it's a special order. One great thing about our product line is we have 6 months worth of standing inventory. So if it's not a special order, we get it out, generally next day. If it is a special order, it'll take about 3 to 5 days. So if you want dimmable fixtures, you let us know. We talk to our engineering team. We're able to work with you to make sure you got the right equipment. And again, then our delivery time is, instead of next day, it's 3 to 5 days. So they are dimmable. Do you offer glare shields? Yes, we do have glare shields. So if you want to put a glare shield on this fixture because it's in an area where maybe it's a little bit higher, so it's in the line of vision, and you want to take that way, we do have glare shields, and it's an accessory and it's an add-on, but absolutely we have glare shields. Does the lens get cloudy when pointing upwards? Again, it all depends on where you are, how much sunlight you're getting. If it's an area where you're getting irrigation water, depending on what part of the country, what kind of chemicals are in the irrigation. So really, we highly suggest with all landscape lighting that you do a service contract. But those lenses could get cloudy, depending again on the application, where they are and what part of the country. But they always could be cleaned so to become clear again. Can the owl under a seating wall lip be suitable for LED strip lights? I think they look nicer than LED strip lights. Again, because it's completely a continuous, beautiful, equal distribution of lighting. So yes, I would, again, at my home, if I had the choice of LED strip lighting or the owl, I would use the owl. And again, one of the beauties is, again, if you've got a 4-foot wall, okay, you're using, 4 feet up, you're going 8 feet in each direction. You're using one fixture every 16 feet. Okay, so it's really easy to install. Okay, you're going to use less fixtures, and you're also getting a nicer illumination because of the optic of the owl. The CRI is 80, but if somebody needed a higher CRI, we're capable of doing that. Again, that would be a special order. But again, just like we do different Kelvin temperatures, different static colors, we can also do different CRIs. What is this lifespan? It's rated for 80,000 hours, and it's got a 20-year warranty to it. So, and these fixtures, again, 1 watt, you really don't have to, obviously we have to have the driver on the inside, but we're not worried about that because you only got 1 watt. You don't have to manage so much heat because you're only generating, a little bit. And plus the epoxy actually acts as a conduit. So 20-year warranty, 80,000 hours, and you're going to get that and more. So what is actual wattage? The VA is, the actual wattage is 1 watt, but the VA is 2 watts, 2 VA. Do they work with DMX? Yes, they will work with DMX, but again, anytime it's in a dimming situation, we want to have a conversation. We have a form we fill out. We get as much information as we can because we want to make sure that you have the right equipment, and work with our engineering team to make sure that if you want it to be dimmable, that we have everything in place to make those dimmable. Why is the warmer 2700 temperature cost more than 3000 K? We're working on right now where actually that is the same price. We have new catalogs that are coming out. So the 2700 will be the same price as the 3000. The only thing is our standing inventory is 3000 Kelvin. We have plenty of components to make 2700 Kelvin fixtures for our entire product line. The only thing is that would be considered a special build, and that will take an extra 3 to 5 days. Where can I get those in Southern California? Charles, you can get them right from us. Your sales rep would be Luis Kutalink. And what we can do is I can get your information, send that to Luis, and he can reach out to you and talk to you about the product line and let you know what it entails to order the product straight from Gordon Light LED. Okay, others requested this in color. What is the alternative for a micro-colored similar fixture? Micro-colored. I'm not sure I understand that question, Andy. It's a little broken up, and that's why I can't read it. So, could you use the fixture to light up wall bushes? Yeah. Again, it all comes down to what the lumen level you need. A lot of time, if you're doing a wall light, you might want to consider, depending on how dark the wall is and how dark the plant material is, you might want to go with a higher lumen level and use a mini wall wash or a large wall wash. But if it's a lighter plant material, you're looking for a more subtle look, this fixture would work to light up bushes on a wall. Absolutely, Tom. What's small fixtures like this come in colors? Andy. Okay. Andy, all of our fixtures come in different color temperatures and also different static colors. So any of our fixtures, you got our catalog, you go to our website. The Halo series is another great fixture of ours. It's a little bit bigger. It doesn't have the different beam spreads. It does come with different beam spreads as far as 12, 25, 40, and 60-degree beam spreads, but it doesn't come with like the owl, the oblong, or anything like that. But that's a really great fixture too for outdoor living spaces. It's called the Halo series, okay? And that, like all of our fixtures, they come in different Kelvin temperatures, and they also come in different static colors. Hopefully that answered your question, Andy. If it didn't, let me know, and I got your information. I could reach out to you and answer that after the. Okay, great, awesome, thanks. Any other questions from anybody else? Okay, again, listen, we're here to help you. This is a great little fixture. It's something that's very unique to the market. It's going to solve a lot of design challenges you have. And again, our sales team, we have 4 inside sales reps, myself. We're well versed in using this fixture. Nothing like a photo. If you take a photo of the application, send it to us. We can tell you exactly what fixture to use. This is a great fixture. It's going to solve a lot of problems for you, and we're here to help you. So if you have any applications you think this would work well, please let us know. And again, a photo would work perfectly, and we can recommend what fixture to use for each application you have. Okay, if that's it, no other questions. Just want to thank everybody. I know everybody's very busy. Hopefully this was informative. Again, it's one of those things, these webinars are awesome. You know what, you get to learn a little bit about the fixtures. All I can tell you is when I talk to people about this fixture, I even show it out of my case when I'm in my car. They're intrigued by it, they like it, they see the quality, they see how small it is, but then when you actually, light this fixture up, you're going to be blown away by it. So this webinar, like I said, is great, but if you get these fixtures in your hands, you get to use them, you're going to be impressed. So, and without any further ado, again, I want to thank everybody for taking your time out of your busy schedule. Thanks. And again, we're here for you. Have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the team at Gordon Light LED. Thanks, and have a great day.